Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I'm going to be testing Urban Decay's new Naked palette. So this is the Wild West palette and I literally just got this in the mail this afternoon. So it is a beautiful range of like neutral, warm tones, cool tones, some blues that I'll never use. And it's just amazing. So I'm going to show you how I create this look. I'm going to swatch the palette for you and give you my final thoughts. So let's get into it. They're saying best in the West. It's 100% vegan. This is desert inspired neutrals. And then this is what the colors look like up close. So it has this little slot for the brush. This palette does come with a dual-sided makeup brush. So you have the fluffy brush and the denser brush. And this looks like synthetic, which is fine. And then it retails for $49. Okay, so let's get into the application. So first I'm gonna apply my eyelid primer. This is Laura Mercier's Eye Basics and in color Flax. I really love these. They really prevent creasing and I have oilier eyelids, so that says a lot. I've tried a lot of them. I've even tried the Urban Decay ones and this works better because it has a little bit of color to it, so it brightens my eyelids and it allows all of the colors of the palette to show on my skin. So next I'm gonna do my eyelid base. And I'm gonna use color Standoff. So that is just the lightest shade on this. I like to do that because it sets your eyelid primer and it also just allows all of the other colors to really pop. All right, I'm gonna zoom in so you can really see these colors. So I'm gonna just build a light crease. I'm gonna use color Nudie, this one right here. It's kind of like a warmer beige. And I'm just gonna create a little crease right here. Very pigmented. Okay, next let's use Laredo. So this is a cooler tone, like a taupey brown. And we're gonna just build up that crease a little bit more. And now let's test the color Whiskey. So if you look at this, like when you pat your brush in it, you can see how it just kind of floofs and a lot of color instantly flies around. Okay, here's the pigment. So I'm gonna apply it and then we're gonna blend it out with a different brush. Let's use the new brush that came with the palette. So I like to apply color and blend a lot, but these colors are very, very pigmented. I am really impressed. I mean, look at that. I barely put any on the brush and it is really sticking onto my eyelid. So, I mean, that's a good thing. That's what you want your eyeshadow palettes to do. All right, I'm gonna blend this out some more. I'm gonna grab Spur and try to mute this down just a tad. It is a lot for me. It is a beautiful color though. Usually I try to stay away from warmer colors, but I feel like this color doesn't clash with my eyes or my skin tone. Then I'm gonna grab Standoff here and blend the upper part down a little. Okay, this is more my speed. This is what I will usually go. This is like the extent of the color I will wear on my eyes. And now let's go in with a shimmer shade. So let's use Cowboy Rick. This looks very silver in here. It's like almost a purple silver. And if you look close, I was expecting this to be much more pigmented. I never really apply my shimmer shades with my finger. I know a lot of makeup artists do. But I kind of like this. I feel like the glitter isn't so thick that it looks like chunks of glitter. And I mean, it really is just a very natural shimmer. It's not too much. So this is good because the other colors were so pigmented that sometimes when you apply glitter, you don't want it to be like, bam, I'm on your face now and you can't get me off and you look super, super sparkly. I don't like that. So this is good because I like to start slow and build it up. So I want to try Rustler. That's this other shimmer shade. I'm going to add this to my crease. but keep it close to my eyelid a little. How pretty these are. I'm so impressed with this palette. Look how pretty this is. Okay, now I'm gonna try Holder. Just see what it looks like. We'll keep it out towards the outside. I feel like Cowboy Rick is a little out of place here, but so Cowboy Rick is the silver shimmer. Instead of So Gold from Hold'em to Cowboy Rick to So Silver, I would like to see just more of like an in-between shimmer, but that's okay. I have plenty of shimmers in my stash. And these really are beautiful. And when you put them on your eye, they do blend together well. Like you can see the transition right here. So it goes from Cowboy Rick over to Hold'em. I'm gonna put Cowboy Rick a little bit closer to the inner corner. I really was expecting these to be more glittery, and I'm happy to see that they're not. I don't like big chunks of glitter, and I do think that these are beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna apply Pony Up as my eyeliner. And I'm just gonna lightly press it into my lash line. So I'm gonna take Whiskey and apply that on the underside. So I always go on my inner lash line and just apply it like right on top of the lashes. I just think that works for my eye. You can go a little underneath, like right on the outer edge, but I don't like to do the whole underside like that because it can pull your eye down and that just doesn't look good on me. I've seen other people do it and it looks amazing on them and I'm jealous, but I'm okay with that. I'm really impressed with this palette. I think the colors are beautiful and very blendable. The fallout isn't as bad as I've experienced with other Naked palettes. I think that this one, it does have a little bit of floofing when you put your brush on the color, but it's not that bad and it didn't get under my eyes, and that's the big thing that I focus on. Fallout on the palette is fine with me. Just don't ruin my look, you know? All right, let's do some lashes and then we can look at the finished look, see if I need to blend anything out. So this is my favorite lash curler. This is the Tarte one. This is why I curl my lashes. Look at the difference, right? My lashes are stick straight. I am finally trying the Lancome Sills Booster XL. I usually don't like eyelid primers because they make your lashes clumpy, but everyone says that this one is life-changing. So I bought the mini size, which was still $13, which is a lot for me. I usually stick to a drugstore mascara, but I listened to you guys, you say it's worth it, so let's see. I don't really like the clumpy mascara look though, so I'm a little scared. And then I'm gonna apply the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I didn't read the directions. I don't know if I'm supposed to let that dry or what, but. So this, to me, this is clumpy. Like this is not the look I prefer. Let's see if I can brush it out. But I just feel like, oh my God, I'm putting mascara everywhere. I'll put some on the bottom too. I think this mascara is a little clumpy as well. But let's see if I can brush it out. Okay, so it's brushing out okay. And I don't know if it made any difference for my eyes though. It is a pretty big difference if you look at side by side. All right, let's do my other eye. Okay, so here's the finished look. I am obsessed with this palette, like really good. I really do love the Cowboy Rick. I'm glad they included him in the palette. I changed my mind, I take it all back. I think that he is beautiful. And when you put him on top of the Laura Mercier like lighter colored primer with Standoff, which is that light shade right here, I just think he is stunning. Like that would be an everyday eyeshadow for me. And then even the colors out here, I was a little worried because I'm like, this is gonna be warm and I usually try to stay away from warm tones, but Whiskey is amazing. The combo of the colors I use, I'm so impressed, and they're so buttery and buildable and just beautiful. So good job, Urban Decay. Your Naked Wild West palette is really good. I am so impressed with it, and I highly recommend you guys give this one a shot. I think that this is a great palette. Okay, so I just swatched the palette on my arm, and the first three, like the lightest three on the palette, really don't show up that much. I guess the third one does, but as you go down, you can see these colors are beautiful. They are really pigmented. I think that I'm not very good at swatching, so I don't really do it justice. I'll show you a side-by-side where you can see the colors like actually next to the palette, but I feel like they're all beautiful. The only one that I wasn't really sure about, like I was not expecting it to be that dark, like green. I thought it would be more turquoise, was Tex. So that's this guy right here. I feel like on my arm, he looks much more green than he does in here. But honestly, I'll never use that color on my eyes, so that doesn't really faze me. All of the other ones are truly beautiful. I feel like Whiskey, that's this guy here, that's the darker shade I used in my crease. And he didn't swatch very well, but he really does blend beautifully and look amazing on my eyes. I love this brown color. I would have never tested it if I didn't get this palette, but I mean, it really is stunning. I think the 4 shimmer shades on here are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at this brown. So what's that one? Rustler. Rustler is stunning, right? And then Bud, that's the turquoise that I'll never use, but I mean, he really is beautiful. So obviously Cowboy Rick, that's the silver shimmer, and then Hold'em. This is hard to do. Okay, Cowboy Rick and Hold'em, those are the 2 lighter shimmer shades. I'm obsessed with both of them. Like, Hold'em is more of like a coppery tone, and Cowboy Rick, he's like almost lilac. Like he's got a little hint of purple, and I just think he's absolutely stunning. It's funny because as I was applying him, I was like, this is so random. Why would they have a silver in this palette? But seeing him on my eyes, so that's the inner shade to like halfway through, he's stunning. Like he really is beautiful. They're all guys now, apparently. I'm just calling them him, so I don't know why. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this. Like this palette is really, really good. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you next time.